Hello and welcome to Stone Soup.
The world according to Sci-Fi Geeks. And it's the Sunday before Thanksgiving, so
Yep.
today it's cranberry relish time.
Yes.
Because cranberry relish actually needs to be made 3 or 4 days ahead of time.
It's
needs
gotta
to
sit.
The flavors need to meld together, and the sugar needs to dissolve and really permeate everything. Now, cranberry relish is the simplest thing in the universe to make. You have, these things are all washed. That's why it's in a drainer. Cranberries, oranges, raisins, and sugar. Now,
Yep.
the oranges are navel oranges with their stems trimmed off and their navels trimmed a little bit, but the rind is still on. And they're cut into wedges so they'll fit in the meat grinder.
Yes. Yes. We use the meat grinder. Some people might use a food processor or some such, but we don't have one, and this works fine. So, nah.
My mother always used a meat grinder because, of course, food processors didn't exist in those days. So you start with cranberries.
Now, we have about 2 small bags worth of cranberries here.
Yeah, I got this recipe from my mother-in-law, and the amount of cranberries she said to use is an amount of cranberries that is between 1 bag and 2. I think they changed the size of the bags. Now,
Hey, it happens.
it could happen. I'm going to turn this on. Oops, that's the lock. And you push them down. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it goes pop, pop, pop.
Now, it must be admitted this is not the prettiest thing to watch being made, but
Well, beats sausage a little. Oh, yes, as you go through, you must look at them and pick out the ones that aren't good enough. They're all wrinkled or smooched up. This is a
brown.
beautiful, beautiful batch of cranberries. I'm thinking the cranberry crop this time was marvelous.
Yes.
Either that or they came from a different country.
whatever.
I think cranberries are actually indigenous to the U.S.
I couldn't say for sure.
Now, one thing you
Look
have
up
to keep in
Wikipedia.
mind. Come on. Oh. There we go.
You need to have it fast enough to really work.
Yeah. There we go. Hold off a minute. Raisins, shut up. Raisins are sticky. When you put them in the meat grinder, they can clog up your meat grinder. But follow the raisins with a nice orange wedge or 2, and it'll clean it right out. I'm going to put in some raisins now. And just keep doing this until you've got, unfortunately, this is a one of those until it looks right kind of recipes.
Like
I know how much to do. I couldn't tell you the measurement for the raisins. You'll have to figure it out yourself.
Part of that, of course, will depend on how much you like raisins.
My mother-in-law's recipe said 2 handfuls of raisins. She was a much bigger person than I am, so she put in parentheses, my hands, meaning
Yes.
hers. I mean, she was like 5'10", I'm 5'4", you know. She was just a bigger
There's a
person.
difference.
Yeah. Whoops. I think this sucker needs to be
Boom.
replaced. There they go. Wow, they came right out. We'll be getting back to that shortly. More cranberries.
Woohoo!
Let's look at them as we go.
Now, if you have a cranberry
Aha.
that's pale, that's fine.
But here's one that is not fine.
Ooh.
It has, you can't see it, I'm sure, but it's been all squished and crunched and,
It practically looks like a raisin.
yeah. Which I suppose makes it a craisin, but...
Technically, but we don't want that.
But not on purpose. We still got,
That's a nice dark one.
we still got raisin coming through. Yes, you'll notice I haven't put any oranges in yet. I will. There are 2 oranges here.
Yes.
Washed thoroughly, cut into wedges,
Stickers removed.
stickers removed. I don't know why fruit has to have so many stickers. I guess get you, babe.
Almost. It spat right across the table.
Egads. Usually I stand in a corner and do this all alone.
Yes.
So she,
Well, it's not exactly a 2-person job. After all, it's just, what you can do with the meat grinder.
yeah, it's a meat grinder job. And here comes oranges. I don't know if you can see all that juice coming through. Time for raisins. Why don't you get some raisins loose?
Okay.
And we'll put some more raisins in. I am going to have to do all these cranberries. I'm going to try something new this year. I'm going to take part of this after it's all cooked together, as it were. I'm going to freeze it. See what happens.
Why?
Because it makes too much.
Why?
Ask your grandmother.
Yeah.
I know.
Here, you got some more raisins loose here.
You can ask, you just won't hear the answer very well.
But, yeah. Of course, part of the reason it makes too much is that my brother and I have never actually eaten any.
Well, how do you know you won't like it if you don't taste it?
Eee. I know. Try it and you may.
Yes. Try it, and you may, I say. I am Sam.
Want some raisins?
Yes.
Yeah, sticky.
More raisins, more raisins. Now I'm making it in this great big tub, which after I stir it all together, I'll put it in a much smaller tub, just like I do cookie dough. Whoa, yeah. Found that one in time.
Ooh. You really got to keep an eye out, folks.
Yeah. Don't worry, nothing's gotten past me, but find some raisins there, girl. Whoa, now we're getting down to the not so nice ones. What happened to that poor thing?
I don't know.
Oh, it has a part of a... There's one on the floor by my toe. Actually, that's a raisin.
Ooh, sorry.
You dropped it a raisin, you bad girl.
My bad.
Oh my goodness, what was all over that poor thing? Okay, we must have had a raisin burst in the bag or something. Not a raisin, excuse me, a cranberry. Because we're getting strange stuff. La 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 la. Yeah, this is kind of boring, isn't it? Like she says, it's not a lot to it.
Well, so it's just shove things in.
And yeah, shove them in and then push them down so they'll go through.
You want more raisins?
Yes.
Hold on, I have an idea.
There you go. Well, we're getting there.
Now we're talking.
Ooh. If it's got a bad spot in it, you don't want to put it in. I just got orange juice on my arm.
We're all class here, can't you tell?
Oh, guess what?
Like I said, it spat at me earlier.
But see, I love this stuff. I like it, especially on turkey, which is, kind of cool because that's when you make it, Turkey Day.
Yep. Or make it 4 more accurately.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you
Oops,
make it for
just
Turkey
dropped
Day.
another
That's when
one.
you eat it is on Turkey Day. Almost there.
Raisins. Here.
Yes, we do actually get along this well.
What you see before you is, unrehearsed. This is just how we are. Just imagine the delight the rest of the family has with us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Her dad keeps saying, couldn't you, write something to say? We're like, no.
Where's the fun in that?
What's the fun in that? We improvise.
Yeah, we come up with such funny stuff when we improvise. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Occasionally. When the moon is right.
The moon is right. Look at that. We've only had 3 or 4 that needed to be put elsewhere. This is amazing.
That's rare.
That is very rare. There must have been a heck of a good crop this year.
Ooh, that sucker is soft.
Oh yeah, if they go all soft, I don't put them in. I don't know if you could, but I ain't I ain't doing it. So
Cranberries, if you don't know, are supposed to be hard.
yeah,
That's why you gotta grind them before you eat them.
yeah. They're also kind of bitter. That's why you have to put sugar in them. And what? Oh, the cameraman has informed me not bitter, sour.
There's a soft one.
Well, whatever. And we are just about done. How do they pick these things?
Got me.
Because some of these are teensy. I know they're in a bog. I know they come in a bog. That is the last of the cranberries.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Now we'll do the last of the raisins.
Do we want any more oranges?
Orange.
Do you want any
The
more raisins?
raisins, yes.
Whoa!
Funny raisins.
Big orange raisins.
Big orange raisins.
Do you want any more raisins before you use up all the oranges?
Yeah, a little bit more of that before we use it. And I'm going to stop for a minute and do a little quick stir so I can get a good look at what it's looking like. Because it occurs to me the one thing you want is it's supposed to be red. If you,
Mostly.
Mostly. Dark red from the, putting in the raisins just kind of darkens it, but if you put in too much orange, you'll know. Okay. I think, we're just going to put in a few more raisins and stop.
Okay.
Boy, I'm glad I did that. I don't think it would have hurt it a whole lot, but... I lost my... I'm just going to let this grind for a minute and get the last of those raisins through. Sorry, what?
That's as far as it's going to go.
Yeah.
Well, let's see that.
Okay. Miss Nins.
Yes.
Sink.
Sinkaroo.
This is this meat grinder. It's a mixer, with a meat grinder attachment. It's a KitchenAid. Okay, now I have this much stuff. That's a lot of stuff. I got 2 cups of sugar here. I'm not going to put in, I don't think, all of 2 cups of sugar. I think I'll measure it. Where's my cup? 1 cup. You don't want to overdo it, but you don't want to underdo it either. That's one of the things that you do. One reason you do it early like this is you stick it in the fridge, and tomorrow I will stir it and taste it. And if I don't, and I will know by then if I've put in enough sugar. A little more. About half a cup.
One of these days we have to try fermenting this stuff.
The cameraman says we have to, one of these days, try fermenting this stuff and making cranberry raisin orange wine. That'd be
It'd be
kinda-
very thick wine, wouldn't it?
Well, this would be like the slurry.
Okay. See, I'm not that familiar with how alcohol is made, so I don't really know.
I don't either, but I like to sound like I do. And for now, there it is. I don't know if you'd call that pretty, but it'll be yummy in about 4 days.
Yes.
I'm going to put it in a smaller container and stick
And
it
it
in the
does
fridge.
smell nice.
And so, that's how you make cranberry relish.
At least our way.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.